guys, I'm standing here with what looks like a regular snake, right? Well, this girl just produced a really nice litter for me. This is what we call a Double Het Hypo Pied, okay? That means she carries the gene for hypo, melanistic, also known as orange ghost in ball pythons, they call it. I don't know why they call it that, but that was the original name. But it's really a hypomelanism. And then also the gene for pied. Now these are both recessives. She's a carrier for both. Looks like nothing special, but man, can she produce some beautiful babies. You're gonna see them in a little bit. Here's Daddy over here. Daddy is a visual hypo pied, exactly what I talked about. Now he shows all the characteristics of pied. Number one, having some color with the white mixed in. Obviously, the pattern that he does have is very diluted. That's the hypomelanism gene in there. And these two were the parents. This is Daddy, Mama, and you're going to get to see some babies. Now, when you have a visual, the great thing about breeding with a visual is that even if the babies don't come out visual, you know they're 100% carriers of the gene. And that makes it really, I guess, it makes it good to sell to other people. It also makes it good to stick with as far as breeding goes, because you always know what you got is in there. Sometimes it's one of these pos hets, and that makes it a little more difficult. Let's take a look at some of the babies. I've been incubating at 87 degrees. I know a lot of guys do 88, 89, and you definitely hatch quicker. I noticed that it was been taking about 65 to 66 days to hatch it at 87, but it seems like I got no defects. Everything's hatching perfectly. So I'm going to stick with 87. I could wait a couple extra days. It's not a big deal. You might want to try that yourself. All right, let's get to it. First of all, I'm going to show you something this baby looks just like the mama. This is a Double Het Hypo Pied. It's a regular looking, what we call visually, but genotypically it contains both the hypo and the pied gene. It's a carrier for them. And I haven't sexed these snakes, so I'm not sure what they are. But yeah, I mean, this is a cool looking regular snake. But it's got some tremendous genetic potential in there. Now, we go from this snake to looking at a couple of other snakes. And this is pretty cool because I got not one, not two, not three, but 4 hypo het pieds. Once again, remember, everything's 100% het because we had a visual male. So these are all hypomelanistic. As you can tell, if you look at them compared to this one's much darker than these guys that are much lighter. So this is hypomelanism here. So this is hypo, visual hypo, het pied. Now we go to the next one level up here, and we got a pied. Okay, this pied, who's got a nice little, kind of almost a smiley face on him. I guess they call them the emoji pieds. This is like a half an emoji. This is just a pied that's 100% het hypo. Okay, remember, every gene carrier will be 100% because of the visual father. This pied alone is really beautiful. Now we go and we look and we see what the visual, double visual looks like. Double recessive, hypo pied, right here. We got it. Not just once, we got it twice. So we got 2 hypo pieds. And you can tell they're completely different. This one is a much higher white, almost balanced, pretty balanced if you look at it. Equal white and pigmentation. And this one has got like a stripe on it, and it's got a lot more pigment. I actually like this one better, the one with a little bit more color on it. He seems to be a little bit, I don't know, I just like the way it's broken up more. There's more white splotches there. But both of these are gorgeous. Both hypopieds are just tremendous. Like I said, I haven't sexed them yet. Probably a lot of this will be for sale. I'm going to probably keep something because I learned my lesson. If you don't keep backups, you wind up buying back your stuff from other people. But I think this was a great clutch. I only had one regular one, and everything else is visual, which is great. I got visual hypos, I got visual pied, and then I got the double recessive, which is really what we were going for here. And that's pretty good when you breed, a double, het female. A lot of times you can get nothing. You can get all regulars if you really think about it. Everything would be, gene carriers, but you could get all visuals. So it was nice to be able to get what I was looking for. The odds gods were blessing us today. And guys, you know what? This is the midst of, I call, not breeding season, but hatching season now. So it seems like every week now we're having new clutches. I got another one in the incubator that's almost hatched out. We'll get to that next week. It's a pretty special one from a rainbow male who I actually lost just recently, died on me. So his progeny will live on, luckily, in our collection. These guys are taking off. They figure, well, you know what? McDonald's is open. I haven't had my first meal yet. I might want to, snag a quick burger before it's all said and done. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and let me know what videos you'd like to see that I haven't shown. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about boa litters. Hopefully I'll get a couple litters a little later this season. It takes a little longer for the boas to hatch out. It's 100 days, and they deliver live. I don't know how well I'm going to do this year with the boas, but hopefully we'll get something special. You never know. I have a couple potentials, but maybe not as many as I would have liked. Oh, we lost a snake. He's taken off for bigger and better pastures. Dave Palumbo now with another installment of Muscle Serpents University.